Hey, Northshore. Welcome to the after party. My name is Stan, and I'm finally joined again by Lauren.
Stan,
triumphant return.
So happy to be
I
back.
know, it's been at least since several holidays since you've been
several
here.
holidays, and my feelings have been hurt. But
Well, I haven't even been here,
just
so
kidding,
yeah.
they're not hurt.
Well, this week we started a new series for our church that is going to lead us up to Easter, and it's just all about Jesus and how he can change anything for everyone, which is our vision statement as a church. It's
everything for anyone.
Is that how it goes?
What did you say? Anything for everyone.
There you go. Whatever, that's the correct version. So within that, Scotty was talking about how Jesus came and presented that there's no time like now to make a change. And Scotty also brought up a lot of times people will put off the idea that I'll change later and start following Jesus later. But the person you become while you're putting it off might prevent you from changing down the line. And it just got us thinking about discipleship and the time to change and the time to respond to what Jesus does in our lives. And it got me thinking about this Eugene Peterson quote or just idea where he talks about how when God is working in our lives, it's not like there's like 10,000 things to learn for most of us. It's usually like one or two things that God has to teach you over and over and over again.
Yeah. Usually we talked about centered around kind of your personality or just the way you're wired. And oh my gosh, I feel like I've learned the same lesson either in different circumstances or even in the same circumstances and had to like go back to the same thing.
Yeah, and the same thing keeps just getting surfaced and surfaced again. And you think, oh, I thought I'd be farther than this. And then it comes up a new way. Yeah.
Or 5 or 10 years later, the layer of the onion comes off like, oh, I thought I had mastered that, but God had more to teach me. So,
yeah. And I think that's what's hard about that is like, because you think you're making progress, when you're forced to have to look at yourself and go like, oh, I still have work to do there. It's really hard to want to lean into that. And it's really hard to go like, yeah, take me to that difficult place. I've been there before and I know how hard it is. And yet it's like the thing that we all need to do.
Yeah. It's a pretty Western idea to think of learning as linear. And most learning is in circular motions where you come back. Like I just think about, I feel like we've talked about this before, but like parenting or in my marriage relationship or friendships, you find yourself at you kind of find a way to be patient and then something triggers you or just you find a way to be impatient again. Yeah. And then have to kind of go back or even communicate the way you communicate or, I feel like we were just talking a little bit about just my journey through parenting and now 21 years in, I felt like I had so much time and so much, so many ways to big ideas, I think, about parenting. And now that I feel like I'm on the other side of it, it's like, okay, God, I have to surrender these kids to you again. It's over and over again through each phase of parenting and loving them and wanting them to follow Jesus and feeling a sense of diminishing control. And it's.
But did you really have that much control?
No. But I enjoy the illusion of control. That's my favorite version of control.
That might be the thing that God keeps bringing up for you. Is that it's just an illusion
Everyone
of control.
who's watching this is like, oh, good, she's getting that message because we've been wanting to tell her that she has a control problem. But it's been, it's the same thing over and over. And God just is like, I'll be with you in the lesson.
Yeah. There's a Donald Miller story where he's talking about, it's like his first time living with a family that has like a mom and a dad and kids. And like, he's just like a college kid who's like, renting a room or whatever. And he's sharing this story about like the youngest kid throwing a tantrum because she wants chicken nuggets and the parents responding to it and going like, we got all night. Like you will eat these chicken nuggets or not. You're not going to get chicken nuggets. You're going to eat what we made for you. We're eating spaghetti tonight. And it was like his awareness of like, oh, this is a lot how God treats us is like, I got all eternity.
Like nothing but time.
You're not going to outweight me on this. I've got a meal for you that I need you to eat and that you're going to learn and that this is what you need right now.
Yeah. And not to be authoritarian, but because he knows our best and what's best for us. And
yeah. Well, whether I butchered the original way of saying it or not, Jesus can change anything for everyone, right? That's what it is. And I mean, I'm so in my head right now.
Yeah.
The point being, we're going to learn about what Jesus can do for anyone's life. And we're going to spend a lot of time journeying with Jesus over these next few weeks. But we've also got some other things that are coming up. We've got our next First Wednesday is coming up, so we want you to be there. And then we also have our Lent experience. And so you can go to northshore.church/Lent for that and engage with the sermons on a deeper level there as well. So thanks for being with us. Lauren, thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Have a great night in your groups.
Bye. Everything. Well, it's close.
It's close. Once you said it, I got in my head and I couldn't figure out what it was supposed to be.
Okay.